Eureka!
So for our Garage Week project, we took a PWA Studio component and migrated over into a micro front end. And we did it just to see what the level of effort, kind of to test the different patterns and APIs that we have in the Storefront SDK. And the feature component we selected was the sign-in. And this is PWA Studio Venia right here. And one of the first steps we did was take existing code and kind of migrate it over, rewrite it into TypeScript, create storybook stories, so it's easy to do work in parallel. And so we got, we have the sign-in form, we have the create account, we got password, and then we have these panels that you can, switch between the different screen. And we also took the existing CSS and changed it to our BEM-like naming conventions in Storefront SDK. And then the next step was actually installing that into Franklin. And here we have a live demo on this Franklin site, Venia Jam based Franklin site. And here is our sign-in micro front end. You can see it's styled differently because it inherits, because we used the conventions that we did in Storefront SDK. It inherits the CSS for these buttons, so they look similar to the buttons on the site itself. These are all functional screens you can move around in. Currently the only thing we were able to accomplish was the sign-in feature, where you can actually sign in to your account. But it would be just as easy to add forgot password and create account logic. And as you can see here, once we've logged in, you'll see our cart micro front end here actually have login. It actually logs the cart into the user to kind of show that the two micro front ends can communicate with each other. And as we talked about earlier, this uses the on actions. There's some observable things that we exposed in the sign-in micro front end that allows interactions between the micro front ends and the host site. And of course, what next step is, what does the performance look like? So I ran page speed insights, which the Franklin team uses to gauge performance, and it has little to no effect on it, but it's mostly because the way we integrated the micro front end is the scripts or the bundles don't actually load until you actually hover over this, and so it doesn't delay any of the page load speeds.